through, and I really wanted, to talk about how we can really stay connected to self during this time. You would think we can stay connected to self because we are spending the most time with ourselves that we've spent with ourselves in a long time. But at the same time, we can really be distracted. We can be distracted by social media. I noticed my social media intake has spiked actually. And so I had to identify what it is for me to stay connected to myself, because it's like being in a relationship where you're with the person but they're never connected to you, and that don't feel good, right? And so when you're not connected to yourself, you begin to not feel good. Things just don't seem to feel right or run smoothly in your space in your life. And I came up with 4 tips, things that I've used, things that I've helped people and coached people through. And one is to schedule me time. I know you're thinking, I got all the me time. I got all the me time I need. But I want you to schedule me time. Schedule that intentional time with yourself and put it on the calendar and honor it. It's kind of, I go back to like if you're in a relationship and you guys are like, yeah, we're spending time together, but you don't have a date night. And then you just look up and it's like, well, yeah, we sitting there looking at each other, but are we really connecting? So I would love for you to take some time to schedule me time, whatever that looks like for you. For me, it's my morning routines. I'll spend some time with like doing my coffee, doing my guided journal. Those are the things that work for me to do me time. And you have to identify what that is for yourself, because it's going to be different for every individual. It's going to be so different. Me time might be, moisturizing your hair at night before you go to bed, or even just doing your affirmations or talking to yourself. But scheduling me time is really important. It might be just thinking. I put that on my calendar the other day because I have a tendency to just jump into things. And so I know that I'm doing some new things. And so I scheduled time to just think, pulled out my journal, empty pages, and was like, hey, what do I want to do? What's on my mind? And just brain dumping and thinking. So scheduling me time is one of the ways to really stay connected to yourself. It's like you're courting yourself. You have to court yourself. Number 2 is I'm gonna call it a quarantine self-care plan. Because in my practice, we do self-care plans. It's part of your life, a self-care plan, not just self-care when you're on E, but during this time, still have one. A self-care plan. For me, it's Sundays. Sundays, I'll spend some time doing self-care is more than what I'm about to say, but on Sundays, I'll schedule time doing my hair. I'll, condition it if it's that day, doing my, manicure, doing a pedicure, because I'm not going out as much as I would like to go get them things done. But I've decided that Sunday, I will implement those things that allow me to feel like I'm taken care of. And that's slightly different than just having me time, really just checking in with yourself. But self-care, decide what it is that you can do right now that feels good. Self-care might be, if you don't eat a lot of salads, you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have a salad on this day. Or if you're just, snacking all day, you're like, I'm gonna make myself a nice meal today. Or if you just feel like you need to throw them holy draws away, then throw them away. Like, whatever it is, because we think ain't nobody see them, but you can. And we have to live lives of first class, and we have to honor ourselves in a first class way. So make a self-care plan. And if it's a quarantine self-care plan, it is a quarantine self-care plan. This one is huge, and this one has helped me. You have to do social media fasting. And I'm gonna encourage you 20 minutes before you go to bed, if not longer, and 20 minutes when you first wake up. Cut off the social media, because it's doing things to people. What I've been hearing is that 1, you're looking at social media and you're feeling FOMO, the fear of missing out. And it might be just the fear of missing out of overworking, like a lot of people kick up their self-care, which is overworking. Or it might be feeling like, I'm not doing enough. There's so many different things that social media can give. Fear, the fear of, what's going on in the world. The fear of somebody's mama died, or, there's tons of people that can't get care in the hospital. There's that fear that can infiltrate your space. And if you are feeling that into your brain, you're not giving yourself a chance to really be connected with yourself, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to start disconnecting. And a sign that you're disconnecting is that you're having anxiety. That's when you are not in the present moment. You're thinking about what's going on in the future, or you're depressed. You're not in the present moment. You're thinking about what has happened in the past. So I'm going to encourage you to do a social media fast to help you stay connected to self and stay present. And then the last one is just remind yourself of your dreams. Remind yourself of your dreams. Don't forget them. Keep them in front of you. Even though the world looks a certain some type of way right now and it's uncertain, just keep your dreams in front of you. And now might even be a time where your dreams are changing. And that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Your dreams might look something like you never even thought they were going to look like. Or the ones that you thought you had, you're kicking them to the curb. But keep them in front of you. Let's be like, yes, yes, yes. So keep your dreams in front of you. I implore you to keep your dreams in front of you. And that's what I got. These are your 4 things to stay connected. I could give you a laundry list, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed with this process, because then you're just going to be disconnected and focusing on this list. I really want you to just either take all 4 and apply them this week, or take one and say, you know what, that's all I got. I got one. I'm going to do these lack of not doing social media for 20 minutes. And you'll start noticing a really big difference. You'll feel a little more grounded. You'll have more peace. You'll be more connected to yourself. And if you're having trouble keeping track of your dreams, I guarantee if you do the first 3, the doors will open up for those dreams to really come into the forefront of your mind, so that you can continue to look at them. So that's what I have. If you guys want, I've sent you guys emails. If you want to still jump on the How to Flow in Your Zone of Genius by Mastering the Art of Time Management tomorrow, I have a link. I'll send you guys a link. It's a $20 off link. If you haven't already registered, it'll be $47 instead of $67. That's another way, staying connected in that way. If it's within your budget and you can do it, and you're not, spending too much time just getting on everything, do something for yourself. You can do something for yourself by really connecting with your dream and your zone of genius on that call that's happening tomorrow, so you guys can do that. But as usual, that is all I got. So we're going to open it up and see how everyone is doing. Just let us know what your name is, where you're from, what's going on in your world, and what is the most important thing that you feel that you want and need in your life right now. And if there's anything else that pops up, do that as well. And unmute yourself so that you can give us them mm-hms and yes girls while we are chatting it up, just to let the person know you are feeling them or hearing them or you got their back.